Yeah, it was. I mean, I think it's Coach Casey talked about it, after we had the first game and coming back. We got a lot of young guys, having to have them have that mental, I know it's going to have a little physical fatigue, but the mental fatigue that they have from playing back-to-back games, a lot of these guys haven't done that before. So I think, we're a little bit sluggish start, we're a little sloppy, but I thought for the most part we shared the ball. We had probably a tournament high so far in assists, had 17 assists. So we're pleased with that, but I think we got a couple days to just kind of sharpen up a little bit and get ready for the tournament.
Things kind of stalled in that third quarter, but Norman Powell's been playing amazing for you guys. How impressed are you with the outings he's had?
I mean, big-time players make big-time plays, so I mean, it's glad to have him. He bailed us out a lot. They did a little bit to junk up the game a little bit when we were, coming out the third quarter, start hitting us a little bit. So it's hard to kind of prepare for that type of pressure, when you only have a couple days to prepare before we got here. But I thought the guys handled it pretty well. Norm came back and did some of the ball handling for us. Then took some of the pressure off of the line. But I'm proud of them. I thought the guys, again, they shared the ball, they played together, and we held this team who had been killing people in transition to 3 baskets in transition. So we're proud of that.
For Bruno to have a bit of a shaky game and then come up big for you guys like that in the fourth quarter, what does that say to you about where he is?
Well, I mean, I think all the work that we've been putting in, all season long. So I mean, it's coming into fruition for him, and I think his confidence is huge right now. Hopefully he continue to get more confident as these games go on. But he made some big time shots for us when they started to close the gap for us. We swung it around to him, and he stepped up and shot the ball with confidence. So we're going to keep encouraging him to, as soon as he feels any space, to let it go. If not, then you get it moving, and we try to find something better.
I've been impressed with what I've seen from Yakov. Seems very calm and composed on the court. You're an NBA vet. What do you think of what the young man's been able to do?
Man, he wears number 42, so I'm a little partial to him already anyway. So I think he has a really good feel for the game, but I think he's I had a conscious effort coming in this game, wanting to post him up a little bit more today, just kind of see, not only can he score in the post, but I think he can be a playmaker out of the post for us too. So I think as this tournament goes on, we're going to try to utilize him a little bit more on the block, let him be a playmaker. But he has a great feel. Obviously, he has a knack for blocking shots and being in the right place defensively. So we definitely love that.
What do you make of Bruno's slow start, though? Was he just not into it, or just?
It's hard to say in these games. I mean, you're trying to. I don't know if we maybe contributed to his slow start by not really coming to him more. Like I said, I had a conscious effort to try to get Jakob going early, dropping the ball in the post. Norm is going to be a feature out of that first unit. So just because he's not taking shots, I don't know if it was necessarily in it. He's been really, really good. I mean, been great in the defense the last couple games. He's been outstanding. So just need to talk a little bit more, communicate, where he's at for his teammates. But I'm really happy with Bruno's play.
How was the experience for you as a head coach? I think at one point I heard you yell "game." Even did I hear that? Did you yell "game" at a point?
Oh yeah, I had the ball game. Yeah, it's over. I still got my trash talk with me now, but it's exciting to be able to do. It's not like my first time on the sidelines, but it's the grassroots and AAU basketball doesn't really count. As this is, so it's a little more pressure filled, but at the same time, we got a great staff. Jammer and Good Willie, all those guys helping, and Rex. Those guys are texting me and sending me stuff all the time to make sure that we prepare things that they're seeing. They're taking notes on the game, so they're helping out big. Even though you don't see them, Nick and Rex and all those guys, they're sending texts and like, look at this play at 3. This will probably be a good clip to show tomorrow. So it's all a team effort still.
Bit of a coaching controversy now, though. You and Jam are both undefeated in this tournament. It's the knockout stage now.
Hey, what I'm saying? We're, like I said, we're a team. Not really too much competition there, but like I said, I got the great support. Whatever I'm not seeing, on the court, trying to focus on what's happening on the court, those guys are feeding me good information, and we try to do the same when he's having to man that position. But so good, so far so good. 3 wins, and hopefully we can continue to win this thing, man. I think we had a really good showing last year, and the guys were a little bit disappointed, and I think some of those guys brought that back. We got a player who we feel like can carry us, in Norman Powell. The line is, his experience is helping big time as well, but we're going to really take a real push for this thing.